Hey everyone. So in this video we're going to be going over how to take the data that we pulled off the Dorfman data bank and apply the Antoine equation to that data. So to allow us to plot the data for the Antoine equation, we will need to import more tools for us to use. Most of these tools have to do with the plots, and just to make it a little bit nicer, we can make the plots have a dark background so it's easier to look at. And then we will need to make our data into an array using both the temperature and the vapor pressure data that we pull from Dorfman. So we will have our data as an array using the temperature and pressure. It'll pull each of those individually, and then we can zip it back up into one, basically just a large table that we can then go back into and set independent parts of that equal to, their respective temperature and pressure. And for the pressure, we will need to convert our units from kilopascals to pascals for use in the Antoine equation. So that's why we have this here. It's part of the conversion, the 1000 here. It's part of our conversion there. So go ahead and run that. And then now we will graph the data as a scatter plot. We can plot it as many different things, but for this we'll be using a scatter plot. And we will be using specifically markers, because if you do not specify what mode the plot will be in, it will just be a straight line. And to make this easier to understand and see what's going on, we're going to be using markers here as the mode. And so if we run that, we get our graph pulling data from our array. This is again from the Dorfman data bank. So this is the graph that we get with the markers instead of the line. And so now, to double check that this is correct, we will create a line that will fit this plot to see if our model will work. And so we're going to need to create a model using the parts of the Antoine equation. So A, B, and C are the constants that are used, and then of course T is your temperature. So we have it set up as in the equation. We can run that. And then we're going to double check this by guessing the different values. So we're going to be guessing A, guessing B, and guessing C. So we will put in our guesses here, and then we will take those values and put them in their own array. Oh, my apologies. I have found a typo, and I did not correct it here. There we go. All is good. And so now we are going to have it take these results and display them. So this will also check our an error to make sure that we are in the right place, and if we are not, it will give us an error. So we're going to have it give us our results. So if we check our results, we will see that we did obtain different values for A, B, and C. And if you were to look up some of the Antoine equation values, you would see that these match up. And so we are going to then plot this and combine it with our original graph to show the line fitting over the other data. And so instead of markers for this, we want the lines so that we can have both the markers from the original graph and the line from the new one. Another issue here, hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay, so here you can see the original marker graph and then our new line of fit going through the middle. All right, thank you guys so much for watching.